cookies, wannabe cookies, stews, old stews. Today, we're gonna make seagull. Yep, you heard it, seagull. Now, not really. These are gonna be pulled smoked chicken. We're gonna make these cluckers sing, eat me. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to put together our rub. It's a very simple rub. This is my rub. This works for me. It's really flavorful, and here we go. First, I have about a half a cup of brown sugar. I have a tablespoon each of coarse ground pepper and coarse kosher salt. I got tablespoon of garlic powder, tablespoon of onion powder, about a teaspoon of celery seed, 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika. This is a nice smokiness flavor, and 2 tablespoons of chili powder, and I have a tablespoon of cardamom, ground cardamom. Sorry. Just take all that, mix it all together, incorporate it all. I kind of rub it out a little bit, and this should be enough rub for the 2 chickens that we have that we're gonna go ahead and smoke. And there we go. Nice and put together, good amount. Oh wow, you can really smell that cardamom. Oh, it's gonna be good stuff. Guarantee, as Justin would say. Anyways, that's our rub. So we have our 2 birds here. What I'm going to do first is, well, first of all, I'm going to let you know they've already cleaned these. We're going to pat them down dry, get them nice and dry. And but first thing I'm going to do is take off some of these parts that we really don't want. Some of these little fat nodules. I mean, you can leave them if you want. I prefer just to kind of pull it out, make sure we haven't left anything else inside the bird, which we haven't. Then we're just going to give them a rub. And here's the cool thing. So I said we're going to be smoking these today. If you don't have a smoker, you can just go ahead and roast these in your oven. We have smoked paprika in our rub, so it's going to give it a little bit of smokiness flavor for you. So if you don't have a smoker, don't worry. You can do this in your oven as well, and you're going to get a wonderful, tasty, luscious product. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is take this rub and just kind of get it on here. Now, some people like to rub these and put them in the fridge and leave them for a couple hours. I've done that. I've done it this way as well. I kind of feel that if you have salt in here on the rub, which we do, the salt tends to draw the moisture out, and so I don't like doing that. I like to keep the moisture in there. We take some of this rub, get it inside the cavity as well. That one in there, flip them over. And for the record, I did actually wipe these down prior to as well, so I thought we'd skip that. We sort of did, but we didn't. Anyways, as you can see, I'm just throwing this on here liberally. Getting it on there, rubbing it in, massaging it. That chicken's gonna know, hey, the last thing I got before I went into the smoker was a nice rub down by Mike Stewburner. So he's gonna feel good about going in that smoker, guarantee it. He's going to feel so good that when he comes out, he's going to even taste good. Trust me, you will. Guarantee it. My wife was asking me, who's Justin? If you're a cook out there, especially growing up in the 70s and 80s, you know who Justin Wilson was. And wow. What a character Justin was. Anyways, there we go. Our chickens are all rubbed up. They're looking good. They're ready to go in the smoker. I have the smoker preheating right now. And you should have a good smoke going on down there. So what we're going to do is take these out to my patio, load them in the smoker, let them sit. I'm going to talk a little bit about the meter thermometer as well. It's big time in tracking the temperature of your chickens. Anyways, so let's move on down, and we'll get out to the patio, get these loaded in the smoker, and then just gonna let them just cook away and get luscious. We'll be right back. So before we actually take it down, take the chickens down and put them in the smoker, let me talk to you a little bit about a meter thermometer. Meter thermometer has actually 2 points on the thermometer that are going to take temperatures. One, the tip here, and there's a little line on the stem that you're going to go ahead and insert the thermometer all the way down into the meat and up into that line. And then the very tip of the thermometer has another sensor on it. That's going to take the ambient temperature of your oven or your cooking vessel, what have you. So I use this. It's a great tool. What I do is I'll go ahead and insert this into the chicken itself in a nice fat mini point. I'm going to go all the way up to the line, which I just did. And then on here, on the actual app, I'm going to go ahead and set this up. So basically we set up cook. We're going to choose poultry. We're going to do a chicken, a whole chicken, and we're going to have this. Actually, it tells you exactly what it needs to do, and then I'm going to hit start cook. And what that's going to do is once I put that in the smoker, it's going to start reading the ambient temperature, look at the destination, the target temperature, which is 165 for poultry, and it'll do all the calculations of how long it's going to take. So I have a electric smoker. I've tried the gas smokers. I also have a wood fired smoker. This one here, I found that I am able to regulate the temperature a lot better. I don't have flame issues with the wind blowing on the flames. So I really like this smoker. We've only had it like about, I don't know, 3 weeks or so, and we've been smoking every weekend ever since. So this is all set up. We've got some smoke going on in here. It's at our temperature, 250 degrees. I'm going to load the chickens, and we're just going to kind of set it and forget it. So very simple. Open up the door. And I've taken all the other unnecessary racks out, so you don't have to worry about cleaning other racks. Just put the chickens right in. And I get 2 chickens on a rack. And I could probably space them out a little bit if I wanted to. But I don't. It works. It's been working. Go ahead and shut this down. There we go. Now what we'll do is we'll come back in a few minutes. We'll let that meter temperature gauge do its thing, and then we'll go ahead and see what we're going to do as far as time, where we are with time, and we'll let her just kind of cook in there and get all juicy. Hey, so this episode shout out is to my last ship that I retired off of, the USS NIMITZ. So I just want to shout out to all the current CSs out there serving on Nimitz, all my former CSs, MSs that served with me on Nimitz. A big bravo Zulu to all you all, and wow, what a way to go out of the Navy on a carrier. Probably the hardest thing you'll ever do in the Navy as a CS is do food service on a carrier. It's 24/7, 365. It never stops. The pace is hard. pace is fast, but it's probably one of the most rewarding things I ever did in my Navy career. In fact, when I took orders to the Nimitz, a lot of my friends say, "Are you crazy? You're going to a carrier? What are you doing that for?" Hey, you know, it was probably the hardest thing I could have done at the time. I was getting ready to retire, and say, you know, if I can survive that, I can survive anything. So hey, shout out to the Nimitz, past and present. Hoorah! So here we go. We're just about done. 5 more minutes, and it's actually resting now. So we reached our temperature of 165. Our target was 165, and it's working out good. So what we're going to go now is open up the door, pull the chickens out, bring them upstairs, and get them ready. All right, so I grab these birds out of here. Bring them upstairs and let them rest. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that fawn. That's like perfect. Get those out. That meter out of there. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. Okay, so these chickens are ready. The meter did most of the work once we got them on. One of these I'm going to go ahead and just kind of portion up, cut up. And the other one I'm actually going to do pulled chicken with. And then we'll take the carcasses. We'll probably use the carcasses for a nice soup during the week. So, anyways, here we go. What I'm going to do is, what I like to do with the wings and the legs, I kind of set those to the side. People can munch on the wings. These were a real hit. When I had my coffee shop, my cafe, we made smoked pulled chicken every Friday. And I'll tell you what, 7 o'clock in the morning, people were calling and reserving their chickens for the day. It was crazy. And my buddies would come in and I'd save the wings for them. So what I do is I take off some of the skin, because the dogs like the skin, and I give them to the dogs, their treat for being good. Although today, I don't know, they've kind of busted into a couple scenes. But they're okay. So this is all we're going to do. Is just going to take this, and this is warm. Just take it and pull it. Oh wow, this is so juicy. And just pull it apart. Nice chunks. This will go nice on a bun with some coleslaw, or not on a bun and as is, and maybe throw a little barbecue sauce. We have this really good sauce that we get down in Maryland called Mambo sauce. Wow, awesome stuff. So anyways, what I'm going to do is go ahead and finish pulling this in a minute, but what I am going to do is I can just pull that another time. I'm going to go ahead and clip this into portions, and I love these scissors. These scissors are great. These will cut through anything. Basically just going in here, give me a little snipperoo. So I pulled one chicken, we cut the other chicken up into parts, but I wanted to point out, look at all this juice. There's a lot of good juice here. Don't throw that away. I always take that juice and I'll pour it right over my pulled meat. Extra, that's all flavor in there. That's all your nice rub. Spices for your rub are in there. Just pour that over. Don't get rid of it. Keep your pulled chicken moist. The rest of that's going to be in stock. Got to try this out. Before I do that though, because I know I'm going to need that. This is going to be messy. So let's try this chicken. Yeah, I'd feed that to my wife. Yeah, I would. She'd like it. Look at that. It's just pulling apart. It's nice and juicy. It's succulent. It's luscious. I got a shout out to Mimi out there. She loves the word luscious. I kind of picked up on it, so it's kind of fitting for a lot of things. So hey, Mimi, luscious. So I'm gonna take another bite of this. Good stuff. Mambo sauce. I talked about mambo sauce a second ago. Capital City mambo sauce. Now, I'm not doing an ad for these guys. I'm just letting you know that this is really good stuff. If you're in Maryland, you get a chance to get some mambo sauce. This stuff is killer. This is mild. They also have it hot. We got really lucky. There was a grocery chain shutting down in Maryland last year, and they had this on sale. So we bought, I don't know, like a dozen of these bottles at a really reasonable price, and gosh, we love it. We use it on everything. So I'm going to hit piece 3 here with some mambo sauce, and well, I don't know what you're having today, but we're having chicken, and this is damn good Cluckers. Guarantee. Alright, thank you. If you liked our video, subscribe, like it. Most importantly though, share it.